Hey guys, Howard here with acoustic blues guitar, adding fills, turnarounds, licks, and all the rest to your rhythm playing. About a week ago I did 10 blues turnarounds for guitar, and I did that on electric guitar on my telly, and a few people spotted this little groove that I played after I did a certain example. And they were like, hey, Howard, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Can you do a tutorial on that? So I thought, that's a great idea, but it might be kind of boring just doing that rhythm guitar part over and over again, okay? So what I thought I'd do is I'd add a few of those turnarounds, those licks and stuff that I did in the previous lesson into this rhythm guitar part and kind of really build on that and just show you some cool things that you can do. All right, so I'll just do the performance and then we'll get into the tutorial. All right, so let's jump right into it. Right out the gate, I played the very first turnaround that was in my 10 turnarounds for blues guitar. Right? So that's a nice turnaround, it's a nice opener, it's a nice closer, anything like that, okay? So let me just play that one for you really slow, and you've got the tab up on the screen. Into a B7 sharp 9, and then we're into that groove that some viewers had mentioned, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm playing so what I've got is my first finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, my ring finger 4th fret on the A string, and the D string in between is just muted out, okay? So lay this finger a little bit sloppy and you'll have it. There's a little bit of muting in the back here, of course, but I'm also using that open E string. Hit it again. And you can see what I did there. I just replaced this finger with this one and do a half step slide. Subtle bend, like about a quarter bend on the 3rd fret on the 6th string, and that's the pattern, that's the circle. And then I do another fill, okay? So what we have so far is walks us into the 4 chord, into A, and so that fill nice and slow is and once you hit that open A string, you're into the 4 chord. Once more, nice and slow. Okay, and you can use whatever fingers you want for that, or with your first 2. But once we're into that 4 chord now, we're playing this. It's the same pattern that we used on E, but of course we're in A now, and taking into consideration the tuning of the guitar. We have the first finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd finger 4th fret on the D string, and of course this time that G string is muted out. Although if it comes through, it still sounds pretty cool anyway, right? And so what I do there is I lay my ring finger down onto the 4th fret on the B string to slide up to the 5th fret. Right back to that, and then of course, little subtle bend on the 3rd fret on the A string this time. You're going to play that twice like any good blues, right? But when you come back, attack the 6th string to take you back to E. It sounds a little bit better that way. So if I were to play all of that nice and slow, it would be this. And we do that little walk off of the 1 chord into the 5 chord. So how I do that exactly timing wise is like this. Right after that 2nd slide, and that takes us to the 5 chord. So once again on that. I'm into that B7 sharp 9. Hit the bass note twice. That sounds kind of nice and rhythmic. Move up to a C9. Back to the B7 sharp 9. So rhythmically we have and then we play the turnaround. And as a note, that is one that was included in my 10 blues turnarounds for guitar, okay? But here it is nice and slow. I think cross-picking is best on this, down, up, up, down, up, up. And of course I played the C9 into that B7 sharp 9 at the tail end of that as well. So entering into the second go around of this 12-bar blues, we do a little Hendrix, okay? So we've got the classic E7 sharp 9, and I'm playing right? So we've got that open E string twice, and then the chord, and then we have, that's all pretty straight ahead. And then you can see I come back and I play this pattern again. Just one time and back to the Hendrix chord. And then we do this walk up. It's similar to the turnaround, but we're going in the opposite direction, of course, making our way up to the 4 chord. So we have, that's a little bit wider swing, right? But the picking should be the same. Down, up, down, up. And that takes us to the 4 chord, the A7. So let me play that nice and slow as well. And then we have an A7 to a 13th to an A7 again, and I'm playing. Okay, that's the first pattern. I'll play that slowly. And then we form an A7, get back style. So that whole section together is played like this. And then we are back to same walk that we did before, right? into that B7, but this time we're arpeggiating the chord. Into an A7, okay? Down, 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 up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. But of course, feel free to do whatever works best for you, okay? So we have and that's the final turnaround right there. I'll just play that one nice and slow. And then we end with an F9 to an E9. So there you go with acoustic blues, adding turnarounds, fills, licks, whatever you want to do, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I shall see you in the next video.